Hello, welcome to another creatures video. I'm Jessica from Discover Albia, and today we're going to be taking a look at my Creatures 1 world. The Norns and Grendels here have mostly been featured in still images and text and just kind of stories about their lives, so today I wanted to take a look at them in real time. Right before I unpause it, I have the observation kit open just to give you an overview of who's in the world, if they're healthy, and their life force values. And as I scroll down, you'll notice there's only one who's kind of in bad shape, and that's Junko. He's only at 30%. There's a reason for that. He has a mutation, and I'm sure once we pop over and visit him, I will talk about that a little bit more. I'm going to close that out, though, now, so that we have more screen space. And let's jump right in. Right now we're seeing a Strapia and a Dayan. Oh, a Dayan, hello. How you doing? Oh, I know you're happy. These two are hilarious because they're like the closest of friends. They're always together. They're usually down walking along this level, and a Dayan seems to need some entertainment because his friend is sleeping. Whoa, excuse me. Don't stop me. Oh, jeez. I don't know what he wants me to stop, but there you go. I'll tickle you anyway. Oh, do you want to tickle too? Alrighty, well, we'll leave them alone a little bit. Basically, they live down in that lower level. They sometimes come up here to the music room, though, which is kind of cute because that's where a Dayan was born. So they kind of play with one another and spend time with one another. I love the little toe tap she's doing. Funny. So they're in good spirits. They're kind of isolated from everyone else, which is kind of a downside, but they have fun. So we'll do now. And ignore the kiss popping that happens between Norns and Grendels. Nothing comes of it. Another Norn is Euphonia, who's in the back. In the front is Blackcap, the brown Norn. These two kind of met up on the island in the docks. They were kind of separated for a while, and, well, apparently it's nap time in this world. Oh, Blackcap, he doesn't know what to do. Perhaps he would like some honey, though. He's kind of a bad eater. I'm not sure why. He just dislikes eating. So we'll leave those two alone, though. That's Euphonia and Blackcap. I'm sure we'll come back and take a look at them in a little bit. Let's take a look at Hypocoleus. And here he is in the garden looking terribly sad. Well, why don't you eat that carrot? I love how he's pulling up carrots left and right. Oh, and ripping lemons off the trellis, but not eating them. Yeah, why don't you... Let's give him a little suggestion. Oh, there we go. You did it on your own. There you go. That was good. Yes, hello. How you doing? Sometimes I wish there was a way to actually tickle a Norn without giving them any reward. Just because if I tickle him right now, it's actually confusing for him, even though I love hearing them giggle. I don't know. I'm weird like that. But it's just nice to see them when they're happy. Because Hypocoleus is one who always has his frown on his face, even though he's in good health. He's got a good life force. Why don't you go, maybe, no, maybe not that. Anything? How about that? Yeah, you got a stash of carrots there. You could certainly spare one of those. Yes? Want to eat that? Maybe? Possibly. Let's give you, yes. Well, he's trying. When he says get good Hypocoleus, it means that he needs need for pleasure, I believe is what he needs. And I would like to tickle him to help him, but he's not really doing a good job of taking care of himself, so why don't we just leave him for the moment being? See if he can figure that out on his own. And we'll go check on another Norn, Kotinga. She's the one right here, the really happy one. Yeah, she's almost always happy, and she's pretty funny. She's actually here with Pipit, our youngest little guy. She's kind of watching over him. Kotinga recently laid an egg, and she was very polite about it. She laid it right in front of the incubator for me. So I thanked her for that, because that made hatching it and exporting the Norn a whole lot easier. You can hear a lot of activity going on down there. We're going to come back in just a second. These two are just kind of hanging out here on the island, and I wonder if we perhaps... Would anyone like to eat something? Pipit? Pipit, you totally need to eat. Alright, but you're not really feeling it. Well, we'll just leave that there. Poor Pipit. I'll separate him out a little later and kind of take care of him. We'll jump back over to Blackcap. Oh, look! The tables have turned. Last we checked, Euphonia was the one taking a nap, and she just slapped Blackcap while he naps. Very nice of you. These Norns, they don't know what to do when their friends go to sleep. My goodness. Well, we'll leave those two to their crazy antics. And check on another Norn, Drongo. Oh dear, Drongo, you seem to be alone. That piece of cheese is actually infamous because, who was it? I want to say it was Euphonia who looked at it, she stared at it, but she refused to eat it. And the fact that he's trying to eat it makes me think that maybe it is a broken piece of cheese. Why don't we take it away? Yeah, you look kind of hungry, so we'll just move it. And can I get to the garden from here? Almost. Not quite. This is going to take me up a little bit. My window is usually a little bigger, so my favorite places are set up a little bigger. So let's go back to Drongo. And Drongo, perhaps you would like this radish. And that's there. There you go. Now he should be happier. Is he? No. He looks kind of sad still. Well, let's just bring him up to the main level where there's actually stuff to do. And I'm fairly certain that this piece of cheese is a problematic piece of cheese. So we'll leave it down there, kind of in the dungeon, where hopefully no one will get confused by it again. And hopefully Drongo can find himself something fun. There you go. Play some music. So let's jump over to Junko. Oh, Junko, so cute. But again, you can notice at the bottom, his life force is only 30%. What he has trouble, he knows what food is, but his brain mutation means that he really can't focus on something for very long. He's usually, his eyes, if you take a look at his creature view up here, when he's not looking at the hand, his sight usually goes all over the place. He actually shouldn't be able to see this. I believe this is on the next level below him, so I think that might be a little bit of an issue, but whatever. He's mostly been hanging out with the female Grendel over here, Arianlin. They've been good friends, kind of traveling between these two levels. And Junko, even though his life force is at 30%, and it sounds like he should be living a miserable life, he's actually okay because his body doesn't recognize that he's hungry. So he never feels hunger. It's not like he's in pain. His tummy isn't rumbling all the time. He's just kind of going through life. Only thing that makes him upset is when he's really tired or when he's really bored. So, not too bad. So we'll check on them in a little bit, I'm sure. And then Mannequin. Why goodness, where did you come from? Mannequin seems to have joined the party over here with Astrapia and a Dayan. I'm not even sure where he came from. I think he went under the underground cart under the garden, perhaps? Well, we'll see if a Dayan likes having another friend around or not. Astrapia is napping yet again. Oh, goodness. And actually, while we're over here, I can see Niltava. She constantly has this is a problem with Norns who sleep like this. You actually have to wake them up because they get stuck sleeping like this if they kind of move around like that. You know, where they're sleeping and they're standing up and backing up and they're actually not getting any sleep. Their tiredness is not going down, their sleepiness is not going down, they're just stuck in sleep. And poor Niltava has been having serious problems because you'll notice I'm not hitting her anymore. I woke her up with a few slaps, but she constantly flinches like she's in pain when she's holding something. Sometimes it's when she's looking at something. I honestly don't remember seeing a mutation in her genes, but there's definitely got to be something going on because for her to be constantly, you can hear her saying ow, and she's in a constant flinching motion. So it's really hard for her to do much of anything. I know that when I try to get her to eat, she tries to, but we'll see if I can actually get her to pick it up. The problem, I think, is that when she picks up something, she's in pain, which isn't very good. And now she's dropped off to sleep. Hopefully that'll give her a little bit of respite. But she's kind of off on her own over here near the settlement. She's close by a couple of other Norns, so she might meet up with them. We'll see what happens, though. But at least she's getting a good night's sleep now. Unlike before when she was jumping around, although now she's moving, which isn't good. Oh my goodness, really? She needs to stay put. The problem with her is that she doesn't... Like I said, I'm only waking her up because it's really... She's not sleeping. She's stuck in an almost sleeping state, but not quite. So I feel like I'm going to need to take care of her a little bit better and see what's going on with her. But lastly, we'll check on Pippet and Kotinga, who seem to be just doing some crazy Norn thing. Typical. If we just scroll down a little, you can see there's Junko again. He still hasn't eaten, I guarantee it. We can escape from this noise for a moment, though. First, we'll go and check on Blackcap. And, well, we just caught the tail end of it, but Euphonia was taking a wonderful little nap. And who else did we have to check on? Hypocoleus. Well, Hypocoleus now has a friend. He still doesn't look happy, but hey. Oh, don't pull Norn. When you see them talking, if they say push Norn, that's usually a positive interaction, usually a kiss or a kiss pop or a tickle. And then when they say pull Norn, he just did it, that's when they hurt someone, they slap them. So push Norn is definitely a good thing to see. Pull Norn, not so good. Well, why don't you take your carrot over here? You brought it this far and then just kind of abandoned it. Would anyone like this carrot? Yeah, they're too busy slapping one another to really pay attention to eating. Alright. Well, why don't we bring this carrot? It's a nice thing here. We can go and find someone else who needed some food. Hard to say. Oh, excuse me, that is Drongo. I thought that was Drongo. Wasn't 100% sure, though. How about Euphonia? Well, Blackcap seems to have disappeared. How about you push some food? Well, you pushed it, not going to pull it. And she just likes to drop it and walk away from it. Alright. Whatever floats your boat there, Euphonia. Well, if Euphonia's there, where did Blackcap get to? Oh, Blackcap, how you doing there? Perhaps you, sir, would like some food. Don't walk off that edge. My goodness. It's a good thing there's barriers, or he would be plummeting at this point. Eat that. Eat it. It's in your hands. My goodness. Sometimes Norns are so frustrating. Yes, you have it. You have it. You totally have it. Just eat it. Please. Eat it. Oh, gosh. Oh, let's just pass out for like a second with a carrot. Do you even remember what you were doing with it? Oh, dear. Let's try it again. I don't know if you heard that, but off in the distance we could hear Euphonia eating honey. Apparently she knows how to eat, but she didn't pass this knowledge on to Blackcap during their little relationship. Well, that's going over well. In the meantime, let me just open up the observation kit. We'll lose sound for a minute. This is just to make sure that everybody's doing okay. You'll notice that our problematic one is Blackcap right here. A Strappy is a little bit low too, but they're not terrible. Usually you don't have to worry until they're around 50-55% is usually when I start saying what's going on. So, and Junko seems to be staying steady at 30%, which is good. So, close that out. We'll leave Blackcap to that. Let's check up. Aw, they all seem to be having a good time down here. I could have sworn that there were 2 honey pots down here. Is it hidden back here? Oh, that's a ball. I'm going to distract them. There's a kiss pop. Let's give the observation kit a whirl. Nope. No egg from that for Astrapia. That's okay, though. We certainly have plenty of... Nini, I believe that's Norn that you're trying to say. My goodness. Would someone like to push food? So, there they are talking about me. They're saying run, Jessica, which I think means run away. Oh, they love me. Well, they're apparently getting violent, so let's go check on poor Niltava because I can hear the awful sound of her having this... Oh, dear. Well, it usually takes about 3. 3? Oh, dear, 4. 5? We're going for 5? Hello? Hello? Can you wake up? There we go. My goodness. Sorry about that. Sorry. I know I'm confusing you with all these tickles and everything, but... Let me see. I might have to move this window. I think it should be in a good spot for everybody to see. Can take a look. Fitness page doesn't really tell us anything that we're looking at here, but her drives and needs are really interesting to me. So for instance, she's extremely hungry. She's extremely bored, but her exhaustion and sleepiness aren't as high as I thought, so maybe she actually was sleeping. Alright, there's an oddity. You'll see she's in the flinched position, as if she was just in pain, yet her pain did not register. There's no pain that's going up here. So, something odd going on with her. However, since she's really having trouble with hunger, what we're gonna do... My goodness, Blackcap, is that you? It is. Jeez, he's making his way around the world and sleeping about on it. What if we gave her a toy? Maybe that will be something that she can actually play with. That's a toy. There you go. So after that, ideally, her boredom should have fallen slightly. Very slightly. But that should give her something to do. Oh, look at her. I feel bad. The stance that she's in, she's kind of, it's a fearful position that she's moving in. So I am definitely taking a look at her genetics very soon to see if I missed something, because I must have, for her to be acting so strangely. And Blackcap, again, apparently wants to go diving into this little pond. Sir, you cannot walk off the edge of a cliff. Yeah, I would suggest stopping that. Perhaps, though, good sir, you would like some honey? Yeah, wonderful. Good. Good to know that you're, yeah, terrible eater, confirmed. We'll leave that with him. And I think we're about done with checking over the world. We've got a lot of sleeping going on in this world. Not a bad thing. Euphonia traveling down in a lift. Hypocoleus and Junko look like they made it to the island. Cotinga went down here. And the only one who's actually missing is Pippet. Pippet was over here before. There's our wonderful Blackcap. Really interested in that cliff edge for some reason. Junko, we said, is over on the island. Junko, living it up right there. Even at 30% life force, he's doing fine. And Mannequin. Mannequin's there. Was Mannequin? No, it was Pippin that I said. Where was Pippet? We know Niltava. And then Pippet. Pippet disappeared. Pippet, where are you? Ah, there you are. Well, now that he's alone, I will take a quick opportunity to feed him a carrot, and then we're going to be done for the day. Pippet, I've brought you a carrot. Yes. Get it. Great. Apparently he's not going to comply and end this video on a good note, or will he? Yes, Pippet, get it. Alright, sometimes if we say get food, yes, just eat it. It's like an inch away from your mouth. Oh, if I could spell, that would be good. Yeah. Alright. We've about had it with this. As you can see, we've got a couple of other Norns who came through on the submarine. I'm going to pause it there. And that's about it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'm sure we'll have some more creatures videos to watch in the future. Take care. Bye-bye.